Welcome back everybody, Matt the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. So we have a new Netflix original movie directed by the man, the one, the only, David Fincher, called The Killer, starring Michael Fassbender. Just premiered today on Netflix. I got around to watching it today, and I wanted to bring you this review as quickly as possible. So, I'm a huge fan of David Fincher. I just put out the other day a ranking of all of David Fincher's movies up until now. I will also add that at the end as an attachment. If you didn't watch that yet, I highly recommend it. So, I was looking forward to this new movie. I like the look of it. It has that same cinematography that we see in a lot of David Fincher movies. It is working with the same composers, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. And you got my boy Michael Fassbender, who I think is one of the most underrated actors in Hollywood. I think he's one of the best. He just seems to not find the right projects to do. I don't know why. I mean, you look at a lot of his movies and you go, he was the best part of that movie. Like The Snowman, he was the best part of that. Someone even say like Alien Covenant, he was the best part of that. Some of the X-Men movies, he was the best part of that. Then you can go on and on and on. I still think he's the best Magneto, even more than Ian McKellen. I would love to see Michael Fassbender play James Bond, or Bruce Wayne, Batman, for James Gunn, in that new Brave and the Bold movie. But anyway, let's get into it. Positives. I love the first 20-25 minutes of this movie. It's only focused on Michael Fassbender. You see like the way he thinks, his day-to-day life on what he's doing. The cinematography, a lot of greens, blues, and yellow tones to it. Very almost in dark too. So once again, this guy is a killer. He's like a hired gun, and you're not gonna get beautiful colors. So I like the blues and the greens and the yellows, and they're not like the bright cheery kind. They're dark and kind of like gloomy. Like ew, gross. Why would you ever have that color, that tone, that hue in your shot, in your house, in the building that you're in? But I like that look. There's also a lot of voiceover from Michael Fassbender's character, and I thought that was interesting, so that we really don't see, a lot of Fincher movies, except maybe The Social Network. We got some of that with Mark Zuckerberg. Like I said, I like the cinematography in this movie. The lighting is very similar to previous Fincher movies, but also like that it accentuates greens and blues and yellow hues that I thought really worked for the film. Like I said, Michael Fassbender is excellent in this movie. I did not realize until watching this entire movie is on the shoulders of Michael Fassbender. When it says Michael Fassbender on the poster, it's only him in the movie. We have one scene with Tilda Swinton, which I'm going to get into that, but he's the only star. He is the star and the co-star. I really thought there were going to be more actors in this movie besides just Michael Fassbender to work off of, and there aren't. It really is only him, and it shows how great of an actor he is when it is pretty much just him for almost 2 hours. It's a very good performance. Something different. We have a very cold, doesn't talk much other than the voiceover that's throughout the entire movie. But another stellar performance by Fassbender. The voiceover was something different. And it's something we don't see in a lot of Fincher movies, where the main character is just kind of talking, like voice, what's the thoughts in his head, kind of. And I think the only thing we've seen that from was Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network. The score for this film, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross come back again. They've been with Fincher, I think, since either Zodiac or The Social Network. They did Gone they did The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think they did Mank. There is another amazing score by them. There's one scene where Fassbender is in this house and he's fighting this giant, huge guy, and just the music, the score, it worked perfectly. I like the pacing. This movie's an hour and 51 minutes. One of Fincher's shortest films. I think Panic Room, and then this movie, and then The Social Network. It was under 2 hours and only an hour and 51 minutes before credits. And I thought the pacing was really well done, especially like I said, it's a lot of just Michael Fassbender voiceover with action throughout. And I thought the pacing was very quick. In terms of my negatives, like I said, Tilda Swinton, we see her in the trailer. She's only in one full scene in the whole movie, and that's not until like the third act. I was very surprised. I thought she was going to have more of a role in the movie than she does. Also, a little Easter egg there. Well, not Easter egg, but Tilda Swinton was in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button back in 2008 for David Fincher, who directed that film. So it is a nice reunion of Fincher and Swinton working together again. So this is a very different type of Fincher movie, but still having the same cinematography, working with the same composers, and great performance by Michael Fassbender. I'm not saying Oscar-worthy, but he finally has a movie that represents his acting quality together. And it's been a while. So I would give this like a 4.5 out of 5. I thought it was very good. I don't think it's the top Fincher, like in some of his other works, which once again, I'll link that up at the end of this video to go back and watch my ranking of David Fincher. Netflix came out this Friday. I highly recommend it if you're a Fincher fan, if you're a Michael Fassbender fan. Yeah, it worked for me. Well, let me know. Did you like The Killer? Are you a fan of Fincher? Are you a fan of Fassbender? Fincher, Fassbender. FF. And, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button. And let me know. Leave a comment. Are you a fan of this movie or you're not? Matt the Bad here.